Hello and welcome back to Project Winter Guides. Today we're covering the absolute fundamentals of Project Winter and how you can win your first game as a survivor. Project Winter is a social deception survival game played with 5 to 8 players. Majority of your team are survivors, represented as blue diamond symbols. In a round of Project Winter, the survivors are stranded in a remote location. Their only means of communication with the outside world is a broken radio inside a cabin, and to make things worse, they have knowledge of an incoming mega blizzard that will turn this winter wonderland into a frozen graveyard. The approaching mega blizzard is shown as an on-screen timer. When this reaches 0, your health, hunger and heat will drop drastically until you and your team collapse to their death. Repairing the cabin radio to call an escape vehicle is how the survivors plan to escape, and they can accomplish this by completing the following tasks in order. Repairing the first objective, a power station, which is in close proximity to the cabin. Repairing the second objective, normally a communication tower or a pickup point, which is in a random location further away from the cabin. With both objectives repaired, the cabin radio becomes operational. Once a player calls the cabin radio, the escape vehicle will arrive after a short delay. The survivors board this vehicle and depart to end the round. The remaining players are traders, represented as red triangle symbols. Their goal is to stop as many survivors from escaping as possible. Since roles are assigned randomly at the start of a match, you won't know which players are your fellow survivors and which are the traders. Your goal as a survivor is to escape. The survivors win as long as one or more survivors escape. If no survivors escape, the traders win. Even though killing the traders may help the survivors, it is not required to win. A round where you kill the traders without escaping is counted as a loss for the survivors. Each round of Project Winter starts at a cabin in the middle of the tundra. You'll spend a lot of time here doing things like gaining warmth from the fireplace, storing or taking items from the shared chest, using the crafting table to craft weapons or tools, using the cooking range to create consumables, and once first and second objectives are repaired, calling the escape vehicle from the cabin radio. Let's head outside and locate the first objective. The cabin map gives us an overview of where we are and highlights any key points of interest. The location of the first objective is indicated by the blue spanner icon. If we step away from the map, a similar blue spanner icon is flashing on the edge of our screen. Let's follow this to locate the first objective. There's a large variety of objectives with different requirements to fix. The most common objective you'll find as a new player is the repair objective. We can see it requires 7 mechanical scraps, 7 electronic scraps, and 6 fuel to fix. We can gather these parts in 2 ways, crafting the parts at the cabin, or finding parts from bunkers scattered across the map. You can craft parts using the core harvestable resources in Project Winter: wood, stone, and berries. There is an abundance of trees around the cabin that will drop 1 wood each. You can also gather wood by destroying signposts, each dropping 2 wood. Stones are often grouped together, with each node dropping 2 stones. Berry bushes drop 1 berry each and will replenish after 2 minutes. We can use these resources at the crafting table to make the parts we require for the first objective. 1 stone and 1 wood make an electronic scrap, 1 stone and 1 wood make a mechanical scrap, and 2 berries make a fuel. You can also see that a tool can be crafted for 1 wood and 1 stone. Every tool grants a significant increase to your damage output, helping you gather resources faster and fight off aggressive animals or traders. Each resource has a specialized tool available to harvest it faster: the axe for wood, pickaxe for stone, and sickle for berries. Using the incorrect tool will still gather a resource faster than punching. Although we started this game by checking the first objective, the majority of players will craft a tool as their first task in every game, as it provides a significant boost to your combat and harvesting ability for the entire round. A few bunkers spawn close to the cabin and are a great way to speed up the completion of your objective. These require 2 to 3 players, and can be opened by players simultaneously interacting with each of the bunker's consoles. The crates inside contain an abundance of repair parts and other useful items. The repair parts we've gathered from crafting and bunkers can be placed inside the power station. Once you've collectively placed all the required parts, select Repair to complete the first objective. Our next step is to locate the second objective. The exact location of the objective is unknown, however, the map in front of the cabin shows the potential locations. In this game, it could be in the southern or eastern quadrants. The minimap at the top of our screen will indicate when we've crossed into a new quadrant. What we're looking for is a set of power lines. These will lead us to the second objective. Once we're at the second objective, we have the option to activate the repair beacon. This notifies all players and reveals the second objective's location. Looks like we require more parts to repair. Same as before, you can either head back to the cabin and craft some more parts, or, if you're with others, you can try open some nearby bunkers. Repairing both objectives activates the cabin radio. One player must call the escape vehicle by interacting with the radio. This will reveal the incoming escape vehicle's location to all players and is our ticket to escape. After a short delay, the escape vehicle will arrive and become boardable. You will no longer lose hunger, warmth or health once you're inside, and a new module will show how many players are currently on board. Any survivor can initiate takeoff when they think all remaining survivors have boarded. This will start the 20-second countdown to your survival. Congratulations, you just escaped as a survivor in your first game of Project Winter. If you left any survivors behind, they can call a second escape vehicle from the cabin radio. Any survivors who don't make it onto the second vehicle are stranded. As a quick recap, we crafted a tool, checked what the objective needed, gathered parts and repaired the first objective, located the randomly spawned second objective using the cabin map and power lines, gathered parts and repaired the second objective, called the escape vehicle from the cabin, boarded the escape vehicle with our fellow survivors, initiated takeoff, and finished the round. That's all for today. I hope this video helps you and your friends dive into your first game of Project Winter. As always, keep warm and good luck.